I haven't done a play to lose in a decent amount of time, and I figured, you know what, at the time of recording, the B-C Avenir has not been released yet, so why not do a play to lose in this vehicle before it's released? I think it'll be fun, and, I mean, why not? So, what is the B-C Avenir? It is a Tier 9 French Collector Light. Features a very solid gun in terms of damage per minute and dumping time. Unfortunately, its accuracy is dookie balls. The mobility is pretty good, and the camo values are also pretty solid. So the major playstyle of this tank is use the mobility, dump your clip, and get back into cover. Its downside is obviously the fact that you do need to hit your shots, and surprisingly that is a downside of this light tank because it really struggles to hit its shots. I like the look of it though. It's the tier 10 bat chat on a tier 9. So I think the tier 9 bat chat itself is kind of ugly compared to the tier 10. I really like the design of this tank though. Personally, I would have liked if this tank had 350 damage per shot. Even if its injure clip was maybe 3 seconds, I think it would be fine. Just because of the fact that its accuracy is so bad, it would make sense if it had higher alpha for the poor level of dispersion it features. But it doesn't. That's the weird part. It's basically just a worse B-C tech tree. So we got our TVP moving up, and I'm just going to wait here for now. I don't know where the enemy is, but our TVP hasn't spotted anything yet. There you go. Now he's detected the enemy TVP. That player is way, way later to the fight than I would have thought. Okay, well, that's not good. That's actually quite bad. That shell was very close to hitting the enemy TVP, but no cigar. We got the Hori. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Not allowing that Hori to hit me. Not today. Yeah, the chances of us winning this game is already quite low. I mean, look at that enemy lineup. For some reason, our TVP decided he was going to go alone and died, and that's already bad. But we do have a Minnow and a Yag holding, which is going to be quite tricky for the enemy team to deal with. Hopefully, the Minnow does not dump his entire clip. Sheridan YOLOs me, and yeah, we got some pretty nasty shells into that Sheridan. I will say that right now, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully, yes, get over the ridge and not even bleed any health. Well, we'll see. There's a 7.52. Woo! Okay, right, we're good, we're good. Aiming in on the 7.52. There you go. We got one pen into his vehicle. Nope, no pen there. Oh boy, I don't want to be hit by the Hori. Alright, we're just going to try and get out for now. I think that's the smartest decision I can make. Now, even though the enemy team looked like they were winning, in reality, they're actually not completely. So, we'll see. We will see what we can do. We got the enemy TVP in front. There's one pen into his tank. 2 pens into his tank. And 3. Of course, it lowers, which loses me 600 health when it should have just average rolled, which now makes me a one-shot for the Hori. I'm telling you, RNG is out to get me. Like, I cannot believe that all we had to do is roll, like, 290, and our gun refused to do that. Alright, well, let's get to the side of the Hori. There's 1 pen into his vehicle. 2 pens into his tank, and 3. There you go, not bad. The Object 752 is most likely going to try and clear the Minotauro, which he does, and that is fine, because we are going to reload in just a couple seconds here, and we should be able to get some pretty easy damage. There's 1 shell, and we're going to go for the hatch. 2 shells, and we're going to go 1 more hatching shot. There is 3. So that was a pretty good game. We did 4,000 damage, we won, and we supported our team the best to our abilities. And this is what you want to do in a vehicle like the Avenir. You want to play it in a position where the accuracy isn't going to really hurt you, and that's what we did. We didn't have an issue at all with the gun that game. We were able to use the mobility, get in and out of situations. That was super solid. Now, we got lucky that our Minnow and Yag stuck together, because those 2 tanks basically won us the battle. I mean, obviously I did pretty good, but the only reason I was able to get so much damage out was because of the fact that Minnow and Yag were able to basically hold the entire line of vehicles that were going to push through. I think it's a little stupid when you have a matchup where one team gets, you know, a frontline tank destroyer being a E3 or a Minnow, and the other team gets something like a 4005 or a 183, because I mean, what are you supposed to do when your team has like flat worse tanks than the enemy team? Like this game, for example, we have a higher chance of winning, in my opinion, by quite a lot because of the tank destroyers we've been given compared to the enemy team. We got a player named Creamy Hole. Well, that's pretty impressive, right? Well, I might have been able to shoot that Conf Panzer, but I don't know. I just wasn't paying attention, so I guess that's on me. But with the Conf Panzer being detected over there, that means that their whole team is heading over towards that route. Why do we even know Camo Caro over here? I don't know. Yes, make sure to spin me out. Yep, just keep driving into me. Thank you. Well, I guess it's better than the Caro being over on medium flank because he probably would kill himself. So, there's that. Alright, well, let's see. What I'm kind of hoping is that we can maneuver behind the Conf Panzer, and then we can get a clip out. That's the thought. I guess we'll see. Keep on going. Oh, he went all the way wide, though. Oh, well. Alright, well, we got the 183. So there's 1 pen into his vehicle, 2 pens into his tank, and 3. There you go. Nice. And there goes half the 183. This is why the light tank flanking capabilities are always great. So now we're going to pretend like we're leaving. I'm going to come back. We're going to reload again. Ooh, maybe we can get some damage into the Conf Panzer, actually. There's 1 pen, 2 pens. Oh, yeah. And 3. Look at that. Absolute juice into that player. But we got some problems. We got a 183 who appears like he wants to push me, which is not necessarily what I want to deal with right now. So we are going to leave. We're going to head right here. This position should be perfect because if that enemy 183 decides to push that Caro, which he probably will, I will hopefully be able to get some damage in. So let's see, 183 backs up. There you go. Oh, we bounced him once. Very unfortunate. We penned him once. There you go. Makes him a one-shot. Then all I can hope at this point... Oh, 1 sec. Yeet. Nice. Okay. Our Caro is not going to be able to out-reload that 183. I'm pretty confident in that. Yeah. Maybe you don't dump your reserve shell, you know? Just a thought, but maybe don't dump your reserve shell. Like, what would I know, right? What would I know about common sense? Okay. Well, we just got our clip loaded. We are going to push this 183, and we're going to get 1 pen into his vehicle, 2 pens into his tank. He's dead. Get a tracking shell into the 57 heavy. Let's see if we can bait shots from him. Oh, dude's just a brainlet. I don't know what bro's doing. But it doesn't really matter at this point. It's a win. We didn't deal that much damage, but we did the job that needed to be done this game. We distracted for our team. We flanked. We got some good damage out. And we bounced the rear of a 57 heavy. Thank you, game. Wow. Again, the accuracy on this vehicle is very little to be wanted in that regard, but thankfully the gun itself is quite dangerous and can get some good things out. So 2,800 damage, 1,146 assisted. Getting behind the enemy was definitely a good play because it allowed our team to push up and get good shots out. So not too bad at all. Alrighty, let's keep going. I should mention there has been a brief break between my current battle I'm playing now and the one you just saw. That is because I had dinner, and I played with Flossie for about the past 3-4 hours in Scrap Mechanics. So we're back, and we're going to be continuing the play to lose. We still haven't lost, so it doesn't discount the experience at all. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Up against us, we have a T-100 LT, Object 263, and... oh, that's a lot of dangerous tanks. I also somehow clicked off game. That's because I have another game open in the background. Sometimes my World of Tanks does that, but it's pretty easy to figure out why. Okay, problem solved. Let's see. Is there anybody over here? Well, doesn't appear to be anybody that went wide. Okay, well, we have the 263. I'm not going to get hit by that 263, though. Oh, actually, he didn't spot me. Weird. That's really weird. I can't believe the 263 didn't spot me. Is he going to move up? There you go. 1 easy shell into his tank. Nice. He must have really, really bad crew skills. Because for him to not be able to spot me says his tank is not equipped properly. Like, I'm a light tank, and that's crazy and all, but light tanks don't have that much camo. Let's aim it on that T-30's track wheel. We got 1 pen, not into the track wheel. 2 pens, and he just snaps me. Well... oh well. There's nothing really to say or get mad about. He just basically rolled the die, whether he was going to hit me or not, and he hit it. So, whatever. Not much I can do. We have the 183 who is wide. And obviously the 183 is a big threat. But right now, we're going to focus on the 263. We got one pen. Oh, we missed that. 263 misses me, so I'm going to poke him again. There you go. Another nice shot. We have the 260 over here. Why is the 260 in spawn? I don't know. But I can tell you for a fact, I personally don't want to deal with that. So I'm not going to. We're going to head towards the enemy 60 TP and the 50 TP and hopefully get some shells out. Our 113 GFT is playing very aggressive, and I'm hoping he doesn't kill himself because we need him to be alive. Thankfully, he does get a pretty beefy shell into that enemy player. We have the T100 LT in front of us. Okay, well, I'm going to go fully over here. Keep on going, keep on going. All right, we're not spotted. This is what you want to do in your lights. It's use the mobility you have, get behind your opponents where they can't spot you, and hopefully get good bleeds out. I don't know exactly where that T100 LT is, but I don't think he's a big enough threat that I'm going to have to be too worried. So let's get to the side of the 50 TP. There's one pen, and, well, a flat miss. Welcome to the gun this vehicle has. That one does pen, though, so that's 600 HP we've taken off of his vehicle. Now we just leave. Now, while this tank does not feature the best traverse speed, it's still fine, and yeah, great job, bro. Great job. It's not worth it to YOLO me when, yeah, I don't know what else to say. We did fine, though. We've assisted 1,200 damage this game, which is always very good. Should not be spotted from the enemy 60 TP. In fact, the 60 is just rushing in for some reason. All right, well, let's head behind the 60. This is obviously, again, where being in an autoloader like this allows us to get not one, not two, but 3 shells into the rear of that tank. Pretty good stuff. 2,800 damage dealt now. And we've been able to take apart this battle methodically without rushing. We've only bled a little bit of health, and that was my fault, honestly. Okay, well, the 183 spotted all the way in the back. Our 113 clears that enemy player, so we're going to head over here, and we're going to try and get to the side of the T30. There we go. Oh, really? Come on. That's very sad. All right, well, let's aim it on the T100. 1 shell into his vehicle, and 2 shells into his tank. Not bad. Not bad at all. We've dealt 3,400 damage. T100 is a one-shot. I'm just going to pretend like I'm rushing him, when in reality, I don't even have a shot. Oh, Jagdpanzer absolutely nuked that 183. We're going to keep on moving up. What are you going to do, 183? Hooah! That was a pretty nasty shot. Alright, so there you have it. This was another pretty good game. See, while the accuracy on this vehicle is pretty bad, and you did notice definitely some circumstances where it felt pretty mediocre, you can still definitely get this gun to hit its shots. If you get behind your players, like that 50 TP, like the 60 TP, and you can use that mobility, you can still do very well. So 3,600 damage, 1,276 assisted. That is an ace. It's kind of crazy that I am acing this tank, even though Fatness played it yesterday on stream. But I think the major reason why is because people just don't do well in this vehicle, or at least the few people that have played it on the NA server. The tank does not feature what you would want for a light tank. And it is one of those weird playstyles where to hit your shots, you have to play it somewhat aggressive. But you also can't play it aggressive because you'll get nuked. I mean, you saw what happened to me against that T30 when I played just a slight aggression there. So, yeah, it's kind of back and forth for me, but I don't think it's the biggest deal ever. Alright, we are on Dynasty. Another Tier 10 match. I can't get a break today. All I want is a Tier 8 game. How many battles are we going to have to play to get a Tier 8 battle? That's my question. Now, we can see that I have literally 0 mediums, and they only have 1 light, but it is the Tier 10 Bat Chat, which not only deals more damage, but also has Interclip Boost, which means, yeah, a lot of scariness. I don't really want to fight that. They also have an E50M, so they just have a flat advantage on the medium flank. Thanks, Wargaming. That's really fun. So, for now, I'm just going to chill in this bush, and we'll see what we can do. We also have a 40-05 instead of a medium, so, yeah, our team is mighty not looking good in the matchups, but doesn't mean they'll do awful. Guess we'll see. I'm very worried that I'm just gonna run into like a 183 when rolling around the corner, but I don't see anybody, so I'm very glad I did not decide to make my way over towards base C to do a quick spot, because a quick spot probably would have resulted in me getting YOLO'd for all of my health. Not seeing anybody over here. I'm going to go fully wide. Sometimes I hope that there's an AFK, and there it is. I called it. All right, let's aim it on the bat chat. 1, 365. 2, 344. There you go. That is a lot of HP taken off of the Ball-Chaltion. This is why you always look for an AFK. Because sometimes there will still be that absolute stinker who's just a little bit too late to the game. Alright, well, let's reload. And the Ball-Chaltion gets hit. I knew it. I knew there'd be... Yep, okay. Okay. Why does this tank not get Spall Liner, Wargaming? Tell me. Please tell me why this tank doesn't get Spall Liner. And by the way, there's no way ever that the Tech Tree Bat Chat would have gotten high explosive pen there. Completely bullcrap. Absolute bullcrap. I'm sorry. That right there pisses me off. When Wargaming allows stupidity like a T30 to HE pen me for no reason, snaps me too, right in the turret. That gets me mad. Because there's nothing I could have done to avoid that. Like, I don't really personally think I played that situation wrong there. I just think I got unlucky. Oh well. Just gonna wait back here. And we'll see what happens. Maybe we can get a little bit further behind them. Not able to hit the M103. I don't know. I literally lost half of my health to that T30 in one shot. So all the goodness I did was basically taken away. Well, I got one shell into the enemy there. One shell into you. Another shell into you. Not bad. Not bad at all. That is almost 2,000 damage dealt. And we've assisted 1,400 just by spotting our opponents. So pretty good stuff in that regard. Keeping your players lit is just always going to be huge. Now we're going to get behind this enemy T30. We're going to see if I can get some damage into him. Let's see. Aiming. And there's one shell into the rear of the T30. Two shells into the T30. Yeah, that's what you thought, bud. That is what you thought. You thought you could just HE me again. That is not happening. Goodbye. I just can't believe he hit that HE to begin with. Like, normally the turret of the Ball-Chaltion is pretty trolled against high explosive, but clearly that is not the case for this tank. Dude just snapped it. That actually got me very salty. Thankfully, we made up for it. We spotted. We did 4,600 combined, which almost gave us an ace. So a pretty good result in general. Yeah, I mean, at least that player was smart enough to load HE. As I said in my initial review on this tank, any single player that knows a thing or two about watching content and has watched my videos on this vehicle will instantly know, oh, this tank does not have the ability to run Spall Liner. So it is a free hit point pinata. And that's definitely the case. I mean, yeah, I just don't know what Wargaming was thinking there in that regard. But, oh well, we're gonna see if the Avenir can do another good game. TVP, Leopard 1, 183, okay. And a Conway, which is obviously a Hesh-firing vehicle, depending on which armament it is running. I no longer make my way over to Base A. Every time I go to Base A on this map, I get nuked. My team doesn't support me. I'm not doing that anymore. If my team doesn't want to support me most of the games, I'm not going to support them in that spot. So instead, I'm going to make my way over to this overlook here. This is a decent spot because if any tanks try to cross, we will be able to spot them. We do have the 57 Heavy detected. I'm not spotted myself. T54. Okay, and there you go. We got the Conway, for example. Easy 325 damaging shot into his tank, which is always pretty nice. All right, we're going to reload. We're going to back up. And because we know where the enemy team is, well, I would say we know where they are, but I also don't know where they are. But what I'm hoping is that I can move over here. Yes, just like that. We can aim it on the ST1. Unfortunately, there you go. We do get a pen into his vehicle. We get two. Nice. Okay. That's still 600 HP we got into his tank. That was Sussler, though. When it comes to the accuracy on this tank, obviously that's always going to be a very, very hard shell to hit. But thankfully, this vehicle popped off and got the job done. Okay, we got the 57 Heavy spotted. There's the ST1 crossing. There's one shell. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm sick and tired of getting, like, insta-snapped, so let's just aim it on the 57 Heavy. There's one. Not able to get any more out. Okay, well, not loving this spot we're in. We did bleed 400 health, but it's not the biggest deal ever. Conway is looking at us, and we have the 4005 over here. So yeah, not the greatest play from this ST1. I will say that right now. There you go. We got 1 pen, 2 pens, awful rolls, but he's dead, and that's good. Bad is that our 4005 is also dead. He killed like a 20% ST1 to kill himself in the process. So not great, I will tell you that right now. Got the 183. Okay. Let's see if that 183 backs up. He does. We got 1 pen into his vehicle. Okay. We got the 57 heavy right in front of us. Okay. Classic World of Tanks experience there, not being able to pen the 57 heavy turret even with gold rounds. But again, we've done a good job. We've distracted, we've held, and notice how I didn't put myself in a problematic situation here. As I said, I'm sick and tired of putting myself in problem situations, so I'm not going to. So we got the T95, and he's just panicking. He doesn't know what I'm going to do. Quite frankly, I don't really care what he does. I'm just going to wait for him to move up. That's the plan right now. I'm going to try and get behind him and HE clip him. That's the goal. So we'll see. Let's see. Alright, so I don't really care if the T95 shoots me. I'm just going to spam my track wheel, which we needed to do. Very expected. And I'm just gonna AP clip him, honestly. Was gonna HE clip him, but we lit him on fire, and he's dead anyway. Plus we got the 57 heavy over here. Never mind. Again, the aiming time on this tank does not allow you to snap shots. So I was gonna sit there and wait to aim in. I was really hoping we could get to the rear of that T95 and get a 1,320 damage HE clip out. We weren't able to, but we still did 3,500 damage. We still got a win and a top on the team. So pretty good stuff from the Avenir so far. Not having the biggest of problems, really. I've been thoroughly enjoying this. I've noticed whenever my bedroom temperature gets hot, like right now I have my fan on. That's why it might sound a little bit louder for my background audio. But I do a lot better when my fan is on. And the major reason why is I've noticed when my room is really hot, I get super mad. Like, really, really mad. Also, there you go. Finally a tier 8 match. Whoa! But yeah, when my room's like... Because I've got Gecko cage right next to me there. I've got my computer next to me over here. And I've got a frog cage behind me. And when I have all the lights and everything running, plus my overhead lights to obviously keep me bright... When I have all these things running, my room is literally 80 degrees Fahrenheit every single day. And when it's hot out, it's even worse. So because of that, I get really angry really quick because, I mean, I'm just sweating half the time I'm playing. So I've noticed that whenever my room is chilled, I do multiple times better than when it's hot. So that's just something, I guess, to keep in mind. We got the enemy of Hoffen... not the enemy. Our teammates. I'm so used to just calling everything an enemy, but I'm not making a move until I see where the enemy is. That is just common sense. Yep, there you go. For example, the enemy T-34-2 is spotted. There you go. We actually got a nice shot into his vehicle, tracking him in the process. We have the Hori, and there's 1 pen into the Hori, 2 pens into the Hori. He's dead. Okay, I don't even know what hit me. Probably the T-34-2, but I can't be certain. What I am certain of is that the enemy team is getting absolutely bonked right now. I'm going to move up. I don't know what shot me, if it was the T-34-2 or not. Well, we got a Skoda T-50 on the rear, and I'm going to help out the Foch with that Skoda. There you go. Yep, block me, Foch. That's going to really allow me to help you, bro. I can't. Alright, well, good stuff, good stuff. Hopefully this Foch doesn't block me. Okay, Foch gets shot. I'm just going to flank this T-30 with help from my teammate. And let's see what we can do here. Just going to get to his side. I think he's on reload, so I'm willing to risk it. There's 1, 2, and 3. There you go. Pretty good stuff. Again, the clipping potential on this vehicle, especially when you get into a tier 8 game, is quite impressive. And that's where I really, really enjoy playing in this tank, is in tier 8 battles. It feels great in tier 8. Problem is, you saw we literally played like 10 games and got 1 tier 8 match. Like, really? We got the Emil over here. Let's aim it on his turret. There's 1. Awful pen, 219. 214. Alright, I guess I'm just king of bad rolls. There you go. We get a max roll for 325 at least, but holy bad. 214. What am I, an AMX 1390? Alright, well, let's reload. and we're just going to get behind the K91 and the Emil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot the Emil once, we're going to ram him, and then I don't really care if I die, to be completely honest. I just want to get out as much damage as possible, so we're just going to let that K91 do what he wants. Yep, you're going to get me. I'm so worried. Oh, no. Bye-bye. Pretty good game, though. Pretty good game. Solid victory. When you're in a vehicle like this against tier 8s, it feels amazing. I mean, you saw that. It's just a steamroll. You deal a lot of damage. You are able to do it quickly and pretty effortlessly. 3,975 dealt. Top on the team again. We could have even dealt more if that Foch wasn't taking a decent chunk of it away. But I'm not going to get mad. When you have a team like that, when you have the opportunity to get out good damage, it is always fun, and it's always pretty good. So here we are, another tier 8 game. Nice, but we are up against 2 Gosu players, and they're in pretty solid vehicles. Gosu is a decent clan. I'm not going to say they're like top 4, but they're pretty good, so we'll see what we can do. Again, I'm not going to be making my way to this middle flank here. Every time I go there, I need my teammates to support me, and almost every time they don't support me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push up, and I'm going to make my way to this bush right there. I'm going to let my team know I'm heading there as well, so that they obviously know that I'm going to try and support them there. Okay, well, let's see. This thing has really bad charge reverse, and it's very weird. Yep, we can see already the enemy Progetto. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, our Yag Tiger is over here, so I'm not too worried about being flanked or anything like that. We got the Borsig spotted. Okay, we got the FE. Their team actually might be split right now. We got the Foch, we got the Borsig. Oh boy. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I'm not allowing that 752 to hit me. Okay, well, with the 752 over there and the Yag Tiger holding against this. Ooh, you know what, though? We might be able to help out the Yag Tiger a lot here. There you go, 470 damage shot, 450 damage shot, and a full health Borsig is now dead. That's pretty good stuff. I mean, that is pretty good stuff there, I do have to say. Okay, let's reload. I'm a little worried about that 752. There he is, but I'm not incredibly worried to the point where I'm not going to push. We're going to move over here, and there's 1 pen, and 2 pens, and come on, 3 pens. Nice, that's pretty good stuff. That's another 900 damage Clipperoonie there. Problem is our team has just killed themselves. I mean, what are you guys doing? Why would you all box yourselves into this one spot here that I can't support any of you in? Like, what an awful play from our team. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do. 752 is going to jump down, which is an interesting play. I'm hoping that I can get to the side of the 752. There's 1 pen, 2 pens, and the ISU clears him, which is always pretty dang solid. Got a pen into you, got the 274, we got the FE301 over here. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to maneuver around this Foch, and what I'm hoping is that I can get behind him and get a very nasty clip out. Come on, reload. 3, 2, 1. There's 1 HE. Nice, pretty good stuff. Okay. I'm just going to push the 274 if I can. Let's see. There's 1 pen, 311. Don't low roll. Thank God. Okay. Wow. What a tricky game. If this was a tier 10 battle, 100% a loss. I mean, there's no way I would have been able to win this game as a tier 9 against tier 10s in this game. But because I'm in this tank, I'm able to make a big impression in the battle and obviously come out with a win. So we are just going to flank to the side of the TS5 here. We're going to get to its rear. Not able to HE pen him there, but we are able to HE pen him in the topper deck. And there you go, 4,800 damage. Again, when you're pretty close to your opponents, this gun feels great. The clipping potential, the DPM, the fact that you can get out that damage so fast, and the HE is insane. I mean, did you watch me full clip that Borsig? Dude was not running Spall, lost 1,150 health in 4.8 8 seconds. That is insane. And I knew the Borsig wasn't going to run Spall. I mean, he had no camo. The Ag Tiger was running. It was just the perfect situation to take advantage of. So, because of that, we took what was a very bad-looking game into a decent victory. I don't know what happened to the enemy Progetto, but it seems like is that our whole team just kind of YOLO'd down low and killed him, and we almost lost because of that. You don't want to send your entire team of vehicles on a single take. You want to spread them out a bit, kind of like butter on bread, and hold different flanks of the map. Thankfully, I was smart enough to not box myself in. We got out, we got behind the Foch, and we were able to conserve our health. So, pretty good stuff. The enemy team has a 30B, a Progetto, and an AMX 30 Proto. We have a Char Future. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, no, we do have a Char. Yeah, I thought we did. So we've got a big, big advantage on medium flank here. Will our team take advantage of that? I have no clue, but there's only one way to see. We have the mouse off over here. We have been spotted. The Progetto is over here. Okay, well, we got the mouse. There's a bounce on the mouse. There's a pen. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm just going to reload my clip. And while that AMX is on reload, I'm going to push up a little bit, just like this. And let's reload again. So what I'm hoping to do right now is kind of get behind the Prog, possibly, in, you know, a bit of a safe spot over here, especially with help of the M60. Just try and HE clip him. That's the thought. Will it work? Well, our first shot does not pen. Our second shot does not pen. Thanks, game. That's crazy. Oh, M60, please don't push me out into the open like that. Well, again, the accuracy on this vehicle is bad, and when you need it to work, it just doesn't sometimes, and you saw that there. I mean, those were very easy shots, and the game did not allow us to pen. Alright, well, let's see. We got the AMX YOLOing. There's 1 pen, 2 pens, and 3 pens. Nice, okay. He gets pretty quickly bled. I'm trying to make sure that the enemy 30B cannot shoot me, even though he wanted to. I made sure that he did not have that opportunity. I'm not really sure why that player even made that maneuver, to be honest. That was a really bad play from the 30. Killed himself for that. Alright, so we got the IS-8. We got the mouse. Okay, just back up. Let's aim it on the IS-8 if we can. There you go. 1 shell. Not bad. And we have the mouse. Unfortunately, that shell went off, but we did get the next shot in. Alright, let's move in. We're up to 2,000 damage, which is okay. We have the 4005 aiming in on me. I doubt he's going to hit me. Yeah, good job. And he's firing APCR. That is a major skill issue there, bro. Alright, well, we are on the side of the mouse. There's 1 pen, and 2 pens, and 3 pens. Pretty good stuff, I would definitely say. We have the Yo shooting the mouse as well, which is always nice. And I am just going to go low and basically try and leave. There you go, nice. Alright, so all that's left at this point is the enemy 4005. Will we be able to get damage into him? Well, we got 1 pen in right there, and he's dead. I was tempted to poke him, but we already did 3,400. We already supported our team. We assisted 2,000. Realistically, this should be an ace, but I don't know how many kills we got, so I guess we'll see. It looks like we actually got 0 kills, but it still was an ace. Again, systems damage is so important. Being able to just spot for your team and to get people lit up is huge, and that is exactly what we did there. So, yeah, we're getting some good games out so far, and I really can't get mad. From when I've started recording in, we're at 27 minutes on the clock, but to be fair, probably about a good third of that has been sitting in queue, so yeah, it's kind of back and forth, but pretty good stuff. Okay, we got a 60 TP, Kron, Minnow. Oof, they got a lot of heavily armored vehicles. Now, I don't mind fighting heavies in a bat chat. It's always what the mediums are. We have a no camo 30B. That alone is pretty sussler, going to be honest. Oof, I never like seeing no camo players, especially when they're in a tier 10. That's really, really bad. Okay, well, they have a Sheridan, and he's in an okay clan, which is, again, going to be something that's quite a big, scary moment. But we have spotted the Sheridan, which is always nice. Okay, he's not poking it enough, though, that we're able to hit him. Will our 30B go wide? That's the question. Well, we can see that our team and their team are both stepping into base C. But I'm smart enough to just wait here. We got that Sheridan. He pokes again. Does get spotted by the 30B. Okay. Wow, 30B. You don't even shoot the Sheridan when he pokes. That is bad. That's really bad and sad, to be real. We have the 4005. That is kind of who I... Oh, well, we did get the shell, and he hits that. Okay. Yep. Alright, and the 4005 is just not going to allow us to see him. Wow. I might actually get shot again. This is awful. Oof. Oh, thank God! Holy crap. T95 is so much DPM, and it's such a hard tank to counter. There's nowhere I can pen the 95 is the problem, and I can't deal with the Minnow, and I can't deal with the Sheridan. Nobody on the team's doing anything over here. So, yeah, just kind of L's all around, really. L's the entire way all around. I'm not going to say I played it amazing, but the fact that that T95 hatched me is stupid, and that does get me very salty. Again, it's these 150mm cannons just hitting these crazy shots that they shouldn't be, in my opinion. But there you go, Kron missed me, which means with our faster intraclip, we are able to get that third shell out. Again, the fast intraclip on this tank is fantastic, and it does make it quite good to play. The Foch is over there trying to hold against the enemy. Good news is, at least they were somewhat able to do that. We have the 60 TP here. I'm aiming on his track wheel. There's one pen, two pens. I'm going to back up. I think that was worth, though. Oof, I need to get out of here. We can see the Sheridan. We can see everything else is going to be quite dangerous. So I'm going to move up over here. Hopefully before that Sheridan's able to see us. This should be a pretty good spot, hopefully. We'll see. We are a 4 versus 4 right now, which is not always the best. Okay. I'm not seeing too much. Oh, there you go. We got the enemy Sheridan spotted. Nice shell into his vehicle. T95 misses. I'm not poking that again. I'm just going to wait here. I don't really see a reason to poke. There you go. Nice. T95 gets hit. This is really good stuff here. This is really good stuff. As long as I can just chill, reload my clip, and poke this, we might be okay. Oh, and there you go. That was important right there. That was huge. All right, we reload again. Now, we know the Minnow's down low, which is always going to be a scary thought, but I'm not too worried. Our team's moving up, and that's quite good for support. Let's see. The Minnow is shooting at my teammates. He shot 2. Thank you, gun. I really appreciate that. Oh, you're just going to dump it. Ah, yes. That's what I do, too, in my Minnow. I dump the shell for no reason. You know what? That's actually really bad for me, because now I'm a one-shot. Please don't dump your shot. Okay, good. Oh my God, you dumped your shot and bounced. Holy crap, you guys are throwing. That's all they're doing, throwing. It's the best way to describe it. Wow. Great job, team. Great job. The Minnow shot again. That means he's on full reload. Please don't have spotted me. Please don't have spotted me. Woof. Okay, we're good. Alright, Sheridan shot. Now's my chance to push him. Oh my God, the shell missed. Well, that's the end of my game. That is the end of my game. I'm going to jump off like so. Woof! Die. Yes! Yes! Get big brains. Get absolutely big brains. Holy crap. Alright, reload, and there you go. Got the clear on that player. But base cap is making this almost an impossible win. Okay, well, let's reload the clip while we're here. There's just no way I can win this unless I get behind the Minnow. Alright, go, 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 go. Alright, that's the only way I win this. I just need to full speed it and hope that he's not smart enough to maneuver over here this way. Okay, we're not spotted. Okay, go, 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 go. No! Couldn't get it out. I did everything right. Literally, I did everything right I could have in that game. The fact that my shot did not hit that Sheridan alone was really annoying, but we were still able to big brain there. Man, that was not my fault. Our team sucking on that Minnow is why we lost. How do you guys bounce a tank on reserve shell reload? All you have to do is push it. And yet both of you bounce and die? Really? Really? You let the Minnow who dumped his reserve on me win the game. That is insane, and it shows just how bad teammates are. If somebody's going to say, oh, you shouldn't complain, this or that, bro, I don't want to hear it. 4,000 damage, toppling the team in a tier 9 light that has no accuracy, and taking the shell from the minnow so that he dumps his reserve, and yet my team is still so brain dead they don't get the clear. That is bad. I mean, we knew the 30B was going to be a lost cause. Dude had no camo. The Foch unfortunately died as well, and just everybody else kind of followed suit. But overall, pretty solid results for the B-C Avenir. As much as I wanted to complain about the accuracy of this tank, I really can't say overall that it was all that bad. The only shot I wanted to see again was the shot on that Sheridan. Was it a skill issue, or was it the game just screwing me? That's the only thing I want to see here. So, let's see this. We're pushing the Sheridan. We aim it on his hull. Okay, so it was in between a skill issue and the gun screwing me. Like, I shot when it was about a 50-50 on hitting him. The shell just went to the one side instead of the other. I shouldn't have rushed the shot there. That is my fault. I should have focused on hitting him. But as I said, it didn't really matter. I was able to big brain him. It's just the minnow at the end. I did not have the clipping potential to get him cleared. And with the base cap on Supremacy forcing me to make a play, it just wasn't it. Oh well, not a big deal. We had